Africa is home to some of the world's most phenomenal natural resources that span lakes, mountains, valleys, minerals, forests, wildlife, and tourism destinations, and much more. When you think of a continent built to produce, you'll find all the ingredients bundled within the 30.3 million square kilometers of landmass enveloped by 30,500 kilometers of a beautiful coastline. This is Africa, and when you think of Africa, you will think opportunity. But perhaps what's not known about Africa is that today it has major infrastructure development initiatives spanning the continent with remarkable architectural work in major cities and towns, and it is the continent with the fastest growing economies, the fastest growing consumer levels, and the fastest growing population, which means one of the continent's key resources, apart from all that's been stated, is its people. Africa has vibrant industries which have recorded notable growth following the investment in infrastructure. The phenomenal mobile telephony expansion has in some parts of the continent made money move faster and boosted consumerism. Financial sector reforms have also helped build stock exchanges across the continent. Industries such as healthcare have adopted creative approaches to bring solutions in what is now called digital healthcare. Africa has also become an international test base for innovative renewable energy solutions, and without a doubt, the transportation sector has not been left behind, with the adoption of innovative solutions such as Uber now present in most key cities in Africa. For potential capital investors, the continent is as fertile as it can get for the best return on investment. A combination of national and international agendas have laid the ground for the sowing of high-value returns in the mid to long-term periods. In Kenya, the government has underpinned the economic blueprint called the Big Four Action Plan, which has the following four pillars: enhancing manufacturing, food security and nutrition, universal healthcare, and affordable housing.
One of the things we look for when we're looking for projects to invest into are the companies that are going to be our partners for long periods of time. These are the companies that provide reliable communication, transport, energy services. They're leading companies in their communities, and they're also sometimes leading companies globally. We want these companies because they're going to provide reliable services to the companies and communities that we provide these services to under long-term contracts.
Access by road to many key towns in sub-Saharan Africa remains a key stumbling block to economic growth as witnessed here. Journeys are normally delayed due to constant road repairs, damage to cars, or due to slow flow of traffic on single-lane highways. Just about 100 kilometers southwest of Nairobi is the popular town of Magadi. The town is known for the Soda Lake and is one of the world's natural wonders, providing a source of livelihood to many locals. The town has a population of about 5,000 residents, and given its natural resource, it is considered a key economic contributor. Despite its elevated economic position of being a choice tourist destination, one of the cleanest towns in Kenya and the largest soda ash producer in Africa, residents in Magadi still have challenges accessing main grid electricity.
Shida ile tuko naye ni ya stima, kwa sababu stima ni kitu ambaye inasaidia kwa kutumia vitu mingi sana. Tukumba sana kwa sababu watoto wanaamuka mapema wakienda shuleni na hawana mwangaza, na wakirudi kutoka shule wanapokuja nyumbani hawezi fanya kazi yao ya ziada kwa sababu shule ni mbali, na wakishafika hapa inakuwa usiku, giza inaingia, hawataweza kufanya hiyo kazi. Lakini tukipata hiyo stima tunaweza furahia zaidi.
In a slight contrast, on the opposite side of Nairobi from Magadi, about 45 kilometers northeast, lies Thika Town, once known for its key role in hosting several industries. Jeremiah is one of the millions of school-going children in sub-Saharan Africa, and he lives in Thika. His father, Pius, grew up and went to school in Thika Town. Jeremiah is considered a privileged young man, according to his father, because he enjoys things which in his schooling days were only read about in his textbooks.
Sisi hata kusoma ilikuwa ni shida, sababu mambo mingi tunaona saizi hiyo wakati ya kukuwa na hiyo maneno. Shule hazikuwa mingi na barabara hazikuwa mzuri. Kama Thika Road, ukiwa mtoto kuvuka ilikuwa na shida kidogo, na kwenye tulikuwa tunaenda shule ilikuwa mbali sana. Wakati huo sasa hata kuamka ilikuwa uamke mapema sana, sababu lazima ungetumia 2 hours kwa jam.
And one can see that getting to school was quite an experience, especially when he compares it with the swift and relatively smooth trip his son Jeremiah makes every morning and evening.
Lakini for now, unaona ni rahisi tu sana. It's only 45 minutes. Ile kuna kale kajam kidogo tu ka asubuhi. Na managing kupeleka mtoto shuleni saa zingine, na drop wife job, na mimi nafika job on time. Saa zingine hata kama tumekasirishana na yeye, napata Thika Road inakuwa rahisi, sababu jam sasa hata hakuna, hata akiingia kwa gari ni haraka. 20 minutes tushafika na tushaachana. Na drop hapo sasa nagojea hasira zishaishe sasa nimchukue jioni kidogo. So naona Thika Road imetusaidia sana na ime-expand vitu mingi sana. Hata time, hata economy, maneno mingi ime-change sana juu ya Thika Road.
Early investors have witnessed the gains of their visionary actions to tap into the African telecommunications sector in its early years. Similar investor gains have been registered in the transport, agriculture, and energy sectors. Statistics show in certain parts that 84% of households use firewood as their cooking fuel, with 12.9% using charcoal. The use of firewood has contributed to environmental degradation, further creating the urgency to make sizable gains in penetration of electricity to rural areas. According to the report titled Fostering Effective Energy Transition, a fact-based framework to support decision-making in terms of increasing access to electricity and transitioning to environmentally friendly sources of energy, Kenya shows the highest readiness scores among sub-Saharan countries whose populations face energy access challenges. Everstrong has aligned its efforts to the Sustainable Development Goal number 7 and is now looking to leverage its long-term investor relations to ensure that while there is impact felt on the ground, equally return on investment is achieved.
Africa is also the continent with the fastest growing economies, has the fastest growing consumer levels, the fastest growing population levels, and also the fastest growing rapid urbanization. And all this brings about economic opportunities.
Everstrong Capital is looking to partner with you in playing our role in ensuring that the economic challenges no longer remain part of the script of the future of African generations.
I've spent my whole career developing and financing infrastructure projects. These are projects that are critical to communities. They're roads, airports, power plants, transmission lines, cell towers, the kinds of things that are essential to provide the basics that improve and create a better life for people. Not only do they change lives, they're reliable. They create certain very predictable revenue streams over long periods of time. Those kinds of revenue streams create good returns for the investors that we bring into these projects.
Our desire is to transform lives through impact at the grassroots level and create positive stories in a region whose potential has for a long time been undermined.